Look, just wanted to make a quick video just to show you step by step. Firstly, the company I recommend to go with, and I'm not affiliated with GoDaddy at all. It's just at the shooting of this video, it's January 2018. At the moment, you can get a $1 domain name. So I recommend punch in GoDaddy and you should hopefully be able to get it for just $1, as opposed to $10 or sometimes $15 for a .com. Usually they're around $10, so you save a bit of money here. It's just $1, and that's pretty good. The other reason why I recommend GoDaddy is because once you've registered your domain, on the back end, you can actually redirect this .com domain to wherever you fucking want. So for instance, if you have a Facebook profile, and if you've read the article, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, just go back and read it. But in short, if you've got a Facebook profile you usually send fans to, or maybe you've got a Bandcamp profile, some kind of third-party music profile that you're using, that's fine, that works well, especially if you're getting started. It's really quick and easy to do. You don't have to invest a lot of time to set up your own site. You don't have to think much about it. You just punch in your information, upload a photo, upload your music and your tracks, and bang, you're away. So if you're using that kind of thing, that's great. Just to make it a little bit more professional, you can set up your own domain, your own .com. So therefore, not only do you kind of put your flag in the ground, so to speak, of some digital real estate, which will become really valuable over the next 5, 10, 20 years. I don't know how big your band's going to become, or if you're a solo artist, how massive you're going to be. But let's say if you become big, or even if you just had some kind of underground audience and you wanted to keep your domain secure over some time, then you're going to register it at some point anyway, so you might as well do it now. Just a few more thoughts on having a music website domain and how good that really is. You're going to be able to give a much more professional first impression. If you're approaching a label, if you're approaching management, if you're approaching a booking agent, it's going to come across a lot more professional from their point of view if you have your own .com domain name registered. Plus, it's a lot easier for people to remember. Like if you're in conversations, someone says, hey, where can I find you? You can just say, theblackflameband.com. It's going to be a lot easier than saying, go look me up on Facebook or something like that. Make it easy for them. Better yet, have some business cards printed and, put your .com address on your download card, which is basically just a business card that you can hand out to people. It's a really good way when you're face-to-face to someone to get them over to your website, especially if you've got a free single download or something like that at your Bandcamp profile. You can put it on whatever print media you want, not just business cards. You can put it on t-shirts. You can have it in your email footer. You can have it on your Facebook profile as your official website. So having an official artist website address is going to be really, really beneficial. And the good news is you can get it started today for $1. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with GoDaddy at all. I just think it's really cheap for one. The other thing is on the back end, you can redirect your domain anywhere you want. Usually when you register, say if you registered with another account, such as maybe Crazy Domains or one of the other popular ones, you might find that you don't have that option to redirect your domain. You have to purchase hosting on top of that, and that can cost extra money. Something like Bluehost Hosting, which is a good hosting company, good reputable company, will cost you something like $70 a year. So to get started for $1 and be able to have the same functionality, it's really powerful. So that's what I recommend doing for a number of reasons. It's really powerful to have your own domain. I'm sure you've already read the article, so I'm preaching to the choir. So what you want to do is punch in your band name. Let's just pretend that my name's the Black Flame. Now, for many of you, your band name might be already taken. That's okay. If it is, what you can do is you can put official, or you can put band, put music, whatever you want, whatever kind of suits you, and usually it will be available. The other alternative is to do something like this, but and that's taken as well. If you're a band or an artist, I mean, it's easy enough. Put band at the end of it, and you have that available, 9 times out of 10. So just play around there until you're happy with it. And what you do is just add that to your cart and continue to check out and pay you $1 and you're away. This can be set up to auto renew in a year's time, and it might cost you about $10 or something per year. So what I'll do is I'll just let you go ahead and register your domain, and I'll catch you on the back end to show you how to set up your redirect. Okay, so once you're logged in and you've registered your domain, you've logged into the back end, you should have it listed here. This is really easy to set up a redirect to your site. I've already done this. This is a client of mine, and I helped him build out his Wix website, and I noticed he already had this domain actually registered with GoDaddy, and I noticed it wasn't hooked up to anything, so I went into his account and had a look and found out that he could redirect that to his new site. So that's what we did, and that's how I actually found out how to do this. So I'm just sharing this little hack with you now. So what you want to do is get to this page. If you don't know where it is, just follow your nose. It should be a button up here where you want to get to my domains or my products until you can see this page here. Now what you want to do is find the DNS settings and press on that. And just allow that to load up.
Gets to 55, loads up, goes long! Talk about exclamation mark! Oh!
So you want to go to your DNS management. Ignore all of this, you don't have to worry about that, it looks a bit confusing, but come down to forwarding, and what you want to do here, I've already set this up, so what you want to do is press on that pencil, have that on that second one there, and put in your domain here. Just note, you don't want to put in www. Your, let's say if it was a Facebook profile, you don't want to put in www. You just want to put in whatever it is. For instance, if you were Closure in Moscow and you would normally link people to your Facebook account, what you want to do is instead of just copy and pasting this whole thing into here, what you would do, which would look like this, you just want to delete this bit here. Delete the www dot and this guy, because you've already got this guy right here. And that's all you need to do. Set it up to temporary and forward only, and check that box. Press save and away you go. I'm not going to do this because it's already set up for my client, Jim. And basically what happens is once you punch in your new website address, whatever it is, your band name, your artistname.com, and you press enter, it should link to whatever site that you've set up. And if I press save, it would have set up to Closure Moscow, but because I've already had it set up to Jim's site on his Wix profile, then it automatically goes there. So that's it, guys. It's really, really, really easy. It can take up to 48 hours for this to actually kick in. But usually it will happen, within 10, 20 minutes it should be done. Look, if you got stuck and it hasn't been working and you're punching in your domain name, your new website address, and it's not working for you after 48 hours, then come up here and just tell them what the problem is and saying what you're trying to do and say it's not working. They'll be able to sort that out for you, and I'm sure that it will be up and running shortly. But like I said, within half an hour it usually is set up and you'll be able to be using this very, very quickly. So that's it, guys. It's real simple, real easy. If you haven't registered a domain yet, then get onto it now. Don't just take this as head information and just go, well, that's nice to know. This information is useless unless you use it. like I said, you'll be securing some virtual real estate, which will become increasingly more valuable as time goes on. So get it done now before somebody else snaps it up. Also, guys, if you just can't be fucked doing this, or you don't have time, or you're a little bit confused, you need some help doing it, I can do it for you. I do charge a price for that. Check it out below. If you want me to do it for you, then get in touch and I'll set that up for you and we can get that sorted as soon as possible. If you don't have your own website built and you've got a domain and you're linking it to your third-party sites, that's great, but I do recommend you actually get your own website built. Not just any website, but you want to set up a real music marketing machine. The reason is any third-party site could go down and could shut down at any point in time. Just like MySpace was very, very popular. There was lots of bands crushing it with MySpace, and then suddenly MySpace died, and a lot of those bands and artists kind of lost a whole bunch of their followers because that platform was no longer in use. So just be aware, like if you've got a lot of followers on Facebook, that's great, but you want to convert all of those followers on any third-party site. You actually want to set them up and funnel them through your own system, and that's what we do with music marketing machines. That's what I build personally. I handcraft them to each artist. So I really recommend you do that as soon as possible because, like I said, it's the best thing to do. It's something you'll be doing in the future if you're going to be sticking around as an artist, so you might as well get it done today. One last thing, guys, I'm offering free artist strategy sessions. This is something that would normally cost you $500. Because Wise Serpent Music is new, I'm recording this video, in January 2018. We've just launched now. So I don't know how long this offer is going to last, but right now I'm offering free artist strategy sessions. It's literally a one-on-one personal phone call from me via Skype or Facebook Messenger, and we'll chat. It's about a half an hour call. And what I'll do is ask you some questions and see where you're at, see where your vision's at. We'll talk about any roadblocks that you have and how to overcome them. Plus, I'm going to reveal to you a $100,000 a year strategy that you can go and implement yourself. You don't need me to do it. You can do it yourself. If you need a hand setting it up, however, that's what Wise Serpent Music is for. It'll save you a lot of time, a lot of stress, and you can just sit back, relax, and have a professional set up your music marketing machine so you can start growing your fan base online and converting your potential fans into invested fans where they actually financially support you. So I'll reveal that $100,000 a year method. It's based on years of research and case studies, and it'll literally save you so much time. So I'm offering that free strategy session. Get in on this offer quick, guys, because I don't know how long I can have it available. I have some time restraints and I can only do so many. So if you're interested in that, just follow your nose. Go to wiseserpentmusic.com and follow your nose there, and download the free report there too. If you haven't got the 5 Deadly Mistakes, it's a book I wrote last year and just released this year through wiseserpentmusic.com. If you haven't got that yet, download that definitely and flip through that. It's a great resource to have. And if you want to set up a free strategy session, then get to wiseserpentmusic.com, get to the registration page and fill out your details, and we'll be in touch shortly. All right, guys, take care. Register your domain, get organized, and we'll catch you soon. Wise Serpent.